Alright, we are back with another video about calligraphy styles. This video is going to be about my specific style with calligraphy, which is a little bit of a modern style with a bit of a twist. So to start out with, we're going to make this video really simple, and I'm basically just going to demonstrate for you. When I do my modern calligraphy, I heavily focus on making sure that my work looks very creative. I don't really want it to look sterile, I don't want it to look like regular handwriting. So when I do things, I want them to go big and to be extremely fun and colorful. So to start with, we are going to write the word midnight because that's what this purple gives me. So when I am writing, I'm going to vary the thickness of my lines by adding pressure. So I want to note, here's my baseline down here. I'm not sure if you can see it well on camera, but when I do some of my letters, I like to dip below the baseline and then come up to my ascender lines as well. These little dips do not go all the way down to my descender line where, for instance, my Y's or G's may go. And when I dot my I's, it doesn't go as high up as my ascenders will. Here's also a space where I'm going to add a little bit of fun. I really like to embellish my letter D's and B's. And I'm going to do the same thing with my H as well. So this is similar to my calligraphy style. It's a little bit chaotic. A lot of this took practice because these flourishes do not come the first time that you try them. So they take some practice, but it is really fun once you get used to this style. I try to keep most of my letters at a good waistline, but I usually do not care so specifically about my waistline being perfect. I can kind of eyeball it at this point, what width is good for the letters. Same with spacing. Some people may need to space their own letters and write little guidelines to do that, to make sure that you aren't getting them too close. But at this point, I can kind of eyeball it, which I suggest that when you're learning, you start to try to eyeball things yourself as well, just because it will give you a really good perception of what good work looks like. You can look at a lot of people online and see good work every day and see new styles and new ways to do it. And honestly, I do say copy them. Try to get as close to their work as possible. I'm not saying claim it's your own. Definitely always reference the people that you're learning from, especially if you want to post things. But if it's only for your own learning, use those folks as inspiration and as references to create this art form. So this is a really simple version of it. I really enjoy flourishes in my writing, so I have learned a variety of them, and I will just show you one of my favorites before I end this video. This is a fun way to write the letter A. That has a very complicated flourish and then a really simple mark for the A. So it's a fun one to learn. There are a couple videos on it online, but things like this will help you improve your control over your pen and your handwriting a lot. So I kind of do these exercises or play around with this. My work doesn't always look good, and it doesn't have to. It's not for everyone to see all the time, and then I pick and choose the things that go onto the internet. So stick with me if you want to learn a little bit more about the metal calligraphy nibs, and that is how we're going to finish up our series.